What's everybody's dream? To play at the next level. I mean, it just is what it is. That's why we all do this. That being said, without exposure, you're not getting there. So I began to view this in a different light. When I started to see the end results of it, I was sold. It's a lot of hard work, but if anybody ever gets an invite, I'm not selling FBU. It sells itself. I was there, I've seen it, and I'm going to tell you right now, I'll support it any way I can.
Here was Steve Quinn, Vice President of Player Development. Coach, in your opinion, what is necessary, what traits and characteristics for a student athlete to be successful at the next level?
That's a great question. First of all, thanks for coming down here. It's a Ricardo report. I appreciate what you guys do for middle school and high school football all over Maryland and Virginia. And it's always great to have professional people like yourself out there covering sports, which is needed, at every level. And I appreciate what you guys are doing out here. To answer your question, I think a lot of characteristics going into an all-around good football player. We talked about today, the Rusty's crew out here at the Loudoun County War Eagles, is you need to have good character.
Right.
You need to have good grades. You got to be doing the right things on and off the field.
Absolutely.
So I think it's important when we talk about to these kids that colleges these days are investing up to $250,000 in these athletes, that you got to be good on the outside as well as on the football field. So what these guys are doing in the off season to make sure they're staying on the cutting edge of what's working. And football is a year-round sport, and you got to be working year-round if you want to compete against the other 4 million kids that are out there all vying for that scholarship, whether it's Division I, II, or III.
Totally agree with you. FBU camp's right around the corner. What separates an FBU camp from others of its kind?
That's a great question. I haven't seen a camp company that does what we do. When I say what we do is fundamentals, technique, bringing in 15 to 20 current and former NFL coaches that are going to coach the kids up at the middle school level on one field and the high school level at the other field. Watch what they're doing, make sure that they're putting in the proper work. And we film every session, and then we take them back into the classroom, show them what they did right, what they did wrong, to make sure when they come out for the next session, they're doing it better.
Wow.
And so the one thing we can guarantee at FBU is when you come and work with an NFL great, there's usually about 500 plus years of college and NFL coaching when you come to an FBU camp out there, is that you're going to leave after 2 days a better football player.
When we speak about that success, Team Maryland, from right here in this region,
No doubt.
just won the national championship.
Amazing.
I know that coming up to the camp, Antoine Littleton from that team, Zion Larkins from that team, they're going to be attending camp. How can the other student athletes, these other young men, benefit from working out with proven winners such as those guys?
Well, first of all, kudos to Mike Anderson, what he's done for Team Maryland, winning the national championship and really putting Maryland football, on the map, not just regionally, but nationally.
Correct.
But having guys like Antoine at our camps, they'll tell you the same thing. They got to continue to work on their trade. If they want to be great football players, they got to come out and they got to work on their fundamentals. They got to work on their technique. They got to work on being better football players. When they're out there on the football field doing the same things, it shows that other kids, if they want to be like them, or if they want to be football players and compete with guys like that they need to get to camps like FBU so that they can get better technique, they can get better fundamentals. Because at the end of the day, technique plus talent beats talent alone.
Absolutely. And speaking of that work ethic, speaking of that drive, speaking of that commitment, some of the greatest student athletes, not only at the high school but also at the collegiate level, started right here at FBU camps.
Sure did.
Whether we're talking about the Kasim Hills of the world, the Anthony McFarlands, even the Blake Corms. In what way have SBU been able to help lay the foundation for those future stars of America?
I think we were probably one of the first camp companies that kind of broke on the scene back in 2008, and I think very quickly kids saw that we're just not one of those camp companies where you're going to come and do a 40, you're going to come and do a 3 kilometer, which all of that is very important, as you can see here. And we do a national combine and showcase ourselves. But in order for kids to really get to be better football players, I think we laid the foundation of what fundamentals and technique are all about. And that's what you're going to get at an FBU camp. And that's why top players, whether at the middle school level or the high school level, keep on coming back to FBU because the guarantee, we can't guarantee they're going to get a scholarship. We can't guarantee that they're going to get exposure. The guarantee is when they leave on Sunday, they're going to be a better football player.
And this is about so much more than just the camp. What additional opportunities can a student athlete take advantage of by participating with FBU?
Well, the FBU Northern Virginia camp is June 17th and 19th at Edison High School.
Correct.
A lot of times when they come to our regional camp, it's a first opportunity to get in front of guys like Freddie Brown, who is our coordinator of the Southeast, and get an opportunity to get seen by him. We actually have NCSA out there. We actually have NSR, one of our partners that actually will be ranking athletes throughout the country at the middle school level, and of course 24/7 Sports, who is our partner in selecting the U.S. Army All-American Bowl. So kids get an opportunity firsthand at the regional camps, not just to get great fundamental technique training, but get an opportunity to get in front of selection committee partners like myself and other player development directors that are out there. And all of a sudden, the social media, as you know, now it's become so big that now these middle school kids are household names. And then if they have the ability to make Top Gun and come to our Rock Hill camp, now you're on a bigger stage.
That's amazing.
You're in front of the best 6th, 7th, and 8th graders at the middle school level from our camps. You're in front of the best 9th, 10th, and 11th graders from our high school camps, and you're in Rock Hill, South Carolina, and the stage just becomes bigger.
It's amazing.
And that's where we pick a lot of our kids to play at a lot of our events. Last year we picked a lot of our kids to play in the 8th grade game from Top Gun, a lot of our kids to play in our freshman game from Top Gun. Over 200 invites came from Top Gun last year to participate in our national combine at the high school level. Great opportunities for athletes.
Tremendous opportunities here with FBU camps. Steve, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me on, man. You're great stuff. All right.